Hey people, what's happening? So, I'm going to let you guys join me for my evening walk. And usually I don't fix my hair before that. So, anyways, as you can see, I'm up on my street. I'm walking. But I ran across a piece of mail today. Sorry, I'm carrying my computer. That's why it feels like you're at sea. Ran across a piece of mail today. And it ties in perfectly with something we talked about last week about it's all in how you look at things. And I use specifically, if you remember, the example of the way some people are looking at the year 2020 and saying, oh, 2020 is such a negative thing, blah, blah, blah. And of course, my thing is 2020 is a great year. Sure, some bad things happened during this year, but it was also some amazing things happened during this year. Amazing things happened. And, we can go into all of what those amazing things are on another day, but one of them has to do with this video I'm making for you. I never would have done that before. I've never done anything like this before. So, anyway, Time Magazine, pretty famous national publication, just went down to the bottom of my list because look at the cover of Time Magazine. Ready? It says 2020, the worst year ever. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So let's just think of how ridiculous that is. So anyway, I'll turn the light on in this garage. I'm back in my garage now. It's a little dark in here, only by the light of my computer. Can you see me? Oops, what did I just do? Okay. There we go. So, worst year ever, right? So, worse than the Holocaust, worse than all of the terrible wars that have ever happened. There were no wars in 2020. In fact, the last president here, Donald Trump, who may still be the next president, that election's not over yet. We really don't know until Inauguration Day how that turns out. But as of right now, the current president, anyway, didn't get us in a war and pulled us out of some wars. War, W-A-R. That's pretty tough stuff, war is. And we've had some pretty harsh wars in our history. Are you saying to me that the year 2020 was worse than those years? No, I don't think so. I think it's just in how you look at things. Have we had difficult pandemics before? Yes. There was one in 1918 that lasted about 2 years. It was harsh. It was worse than this one. Or, I don't know in the end what the statistics are going to say, but it was on a level of this one. But, so there have been, these pandemics that we have right now don't even compare with pandemics of the Middle Ages, the Black Death and, the plagues that wiped out a third of living human population. But this year's worse than that. Come on, people. Think about it. That makes zero sense. Somehow these people are thought of as being smart. I don't really understand why. But what I do understand is that there is a feeling and an attitude out there that, you're supposed to think 2020 is the worst year ever. You're supposed to think, all these things. Guess what? 19 out of 20 people think that way. The 20th person asks questions. The 20th person applies a little bit of logic. Even in the history of the United States, 1776, that could have been, that was an amazing year because the year the country started, but it was a tough year, and a tough year. You know what 2020 is? It's the year that we got a, what do you call it? It's that word to cure, I can't think of the word. Not the serum. I can't. You know the word I'm thinking of, where people take a shot in their blocked from getting sick. The word's escaping me for some reason right now. But anyway, in this year, we're about to start with those shots, and this cure was caused in less than 1 year. Most of the time, to get a cure or a block, I can't think of the right word, but a block for these viruses, it takes 20 years to develop these. President Trump, in March of 2020, said, Operation Warp Speed, we need something, I can't believe I can't think of the word, but we need that, and we need it as fast as possible. Well, we got this inside of 1 year. Inside of 1 year. This has never been done before, not even close. But yet, this is the worst year ever. In a year where something like that happened. There's a lot of people that want to lead 19 people in one direction. The 20th person might go in that direction because it might be a smart direction to go in. I'm waving mosquitoes away. Sorry, guys. But the 20th person might also say, hold on a second. So you're saying it's the worst year ever. Is it worse than World War II? Is it worse than the Holocaust? Is it worse than all the people that lost their lives in China when the communists took over? Millions of people. Look it up, folks. Is it worse than that year? Is it worse than, and you can just go through periods of history. So I had to make this video and show this to you because we just talked about it. So I don't care if it's Time magazine or what magazine it is. They're wrong as far as I'm concerned. And you need to have the courage to say that stuff. All right, guys. Love you. See you at school.